The man was chatting with the taxi driver, but the driver suddenly pulled out a pistol.
I know a real gun when I see one.
None of the others did.
From start to finish, Sherlock's expression did not change one bit, because as a top detective, he had already seen that the gun was fake, and the reason Sherlock was sitting there talking to the driver was because the driver was a murderer. He wanted to understand the driver's method. The driver had two sweets, one was poisoned, the other was safe. He would use the gun to force his passengers to play a game with him. Each would eat one sweet, and see whose luck held. In just 1 month, the driver had already won 4 games. From the details at the crime scenes, Sherlock quickly tracked him down, and the driver confessed to the crimes. Sherlock wanted to know how he did it, so he came to an abandoned school to play the game with him.
This is what you did to the rest of them. You gave them a choice.
And now I'm giving you one.
Before the game began, Sherlock analyzed the driver's motives. There was shaving cream behind the driver's left ear, which suggested he lived alone, with no one to remind him. The family photo in the cab had his wife's part torn off, which meant they were divorced. The driver's clothes were tidy, but outdated by 3 years, which meant he cared about appearance, but had no long-term plans. The driver admitted he had cancer. Before he died, he wanted to leave some money for his child, and a mysterious organization had offered to pay him to host these games, so he agreed. Sherlock had wanted to stop the game and hand him over to the police, but the driver mocked him, saying he had no idea which sweet was poisoned. Sherlock's pride was instantly provoked. He chose one sweet, and was about to swallow it. Just then, a shot rang out from outside the window. The driver was hit. Sherlock looked outside, but saw no one. When the police arrived, Sherlock asked who had fired the shot, but the officer said he had no idea. From the bullet hole in the glass, Sherlock deduced the shooter was a marksman. He had fired only at the most critical moment, which meant he had a moral code. He must have been a soldier. Sherlock turned around and saw his partner. In that moment, everything became clear.